Welcome to Seize the Mains by Malhotra's IAS Academy. I am Surbhi Sardana and this is Season 3 of our Daily Answer Writing Initiative. This initiative runs in coordination with our website, rajayasacademy.com. The link to our website is present in the description, so do not forget to check our website out after watching this video. On rajayasacademy.com, there is this mains answer writing section which you can see here. Yes, this answer writing section has been dedicated to Seize the Mains Daily Answer Writing Initiative. Exclusively for this initiative, this section is there. So all the questions and answers for mains that we discuss from Monday to Saturday here on Seize the Mains, they get uploaded on the website. So you do not have to run after content, you do not have to take notes. Just visit our website and you'll be sorted. The entire content with the daily questions and answer, it gets updated there. Also, the special part about this initiative is that it is not a one-sided initiative. It's not that we get here every day at 9 p.m. and teach you. What you can do is write your own answers, practice daily answer writing with us, and post your answers in the comment section that appears under each question. So, for example, the question for today would be for day 179. Look for question 179 on the website, and in the comment section, post your answers, post the model answers that you've written. Our team will evaluate your answers and give back their feedback entirely free of cost. So also all these topics are from current affairs. We go through all the daily newspapers and magazines and pick up one important topic for you from current affairs and frame a sample question for mains around that topic. So the question for today would be from income inequality, a recent report by Oxfam, and a lot of data regarding income inequality has come up. Though when we talk about economic survey, the first chapter of economic survey talks about inclusive growth, that more inclusiveness has come up in the country. More people are getting employed, lesser levels of unemployment are prevalent now, and we have come out of the COVID-19 pandemic shock or slowdown. So, but again, contrary articles seen in the newspapers. So, income inequality would be taken today. Let's see what is the question. So, the richest 1% own more than 40% of total wealth in India, according to Oxfam. Discuss the reasons for why income inequality in India continues to rise till today. Answer in 150 words. So the first statement here is just a quoted statement from one of the headlines of the Hindu newspaper, and the second part is your actual question, which is asking you to write reasons for why income inequality in India continues to rise. So you'll have to talk about some historical reasons as well, because this is a continuous tense question. It continues to rise till today. So you'll have to talk about some reasons of the past as well, or probably some reasons immediately after independence. What was it? Talk about some data and statistics, talk about some other reports regarding inequality that you might be reading for your prelims paper. Mention that, and whenever such questions regarding inclusive growth are asked, or social inequalities, or any topics which talk about basic inequalities in the country, that is where your own experience should come to your rescue. You should always inculcate some creative points of your own and back them with examples and suitable data to get more marks in your mains and to make your answers stand out from others. So let's see what are the points that are there. But starting, have some introduction in place, talk about what this data signifies and what role does it have to play in a country like India. So let's start with an introduction that popular discussions on inequality in India receive attention with the publication of reports like World Inequalities Database of Oxfam and World Inequality Report. So yes, again inequality has come into picture. It has again come into the popular discussion. So that is where we are talking about. You can have your own creative approach to start your introduction, but definitely write an introduction of around 3 lines, maximum 3 lines, since this is a 150 words answer. These reports present a grim picture of inequality in India. The World Inequality Report, this is the second report that we are talking about, so that we do not have to repeat the data that is given in the question itself. The World Inequality Report 2022 termed India as poor and very unequal country that has an affluent elite population. So basically you're using another report to back the data that has been given in the question, so that will strengthen your answer. Although the reasons for persisting inequality would vary from region to region, or from state to state, anything can be inculcated here, or from class to class, or from based on different social inequalities. But we are sticking here from like region to region only. For different regions, there are many different reasons that can be given for inequalities. They can be studied under the following heads. Let's see what are the reasons, or what are the broad reasons under which we can study them. So if you remember that after independence, this we came up with the socialist idea of 5-year plans of redistributing wealth, of bringing people out of inequality or poverty. So the socialist inspired 5-year plans contributed to reducing the share of top 10% who had 50% of the income under colonial rule. And this was brought to 35 to 40% in the early decades after independence. So everything was going good after independence thanks to the 5-year plans. But the problem came in after the LPG reforms, where LPG reforms, they benefited the country, but they benefited the elite ones better. And income inequality, it widened actually after the LPG reforms. However, since the mid 1980s, deregulation and liberalization policies have benefited the top 1% majorly, but the growth among low and middle income groups has been relatively slow, and poverty has persisted. One. Secondly, the growth was slow for your poor people and middle income groups, and very fast for top 1% of the population. So when we talk about the gap in inequality gap that is there, that has broadened, that has widened. So, and hence the report of Oxfam, that it justifies the question, the data that is given in your question. The second one is that after 2014, India post 2014 seems to have got into a phase of an even greater reliance on big business and privatization to fix economics, and the result has been to beget even more inequality. Yes, we are focusing a lot on focusing a lot on improvement in MSME sector, or pushing or developing or improving the status of MSMEs or small industries, but the reliance on big businesses and privatization, that has gone up, and that does not go well when it comes to income equality in the country. The latest World Inequality Report firmly concludes that the bottom 50% share, it has gone down to 13%. That is a very grim reality, and India stands out as a poor and very unequal country with an affluent elite. See, this is a repetition of a line here, so there is a problem with the editing part. Do not repeat your lines in your mains answers. Keep a check, just delete this line from this answer here and avoid repetition. Thirdly, for a relatively poor country such as India, the most durable and dependable way to increase the level of incomes of population is the trickle down theory, that increase the size of GDP, increase the size of pie from which everybody gets a fair share. So increasing the size of GDP, but this increase this increase has not happened to a level to which we wanted due to the financial crisis of 2008, rising NPAs of banks, due to which interest rates or value of rupee that suffered, and finally by the COVID-19 pandemic. So the GDP that we aspired for by 2025, that might not be a reality, or by even 2022, that could not have did not turn out to be a reality because of these factors. Then you have increased penetration of technology. See, when there is increased penetration of technology, there is new technology used in all kinds of businesses and industries. It invariably gives a reservation to people who are more skilled. So technology and industrialization, as technology is skill biased. So those who are able to use technology experience an increase in productivity and wages compared to their less skilled counterparts. So those who are able to use this kind of technology, upcoming technology, they get more jobs and they are highly paid. Otherwise, people who are left behind in terms of acquisition of skills or using technology, they are left behind. Then large numbers of labor force work in sectors with low productivity. Here agriculture is the best example that you can quote, that there is low productivity of sectors in which your maximum labor is employed. Then finally you can ascribe a separate point to the COVID-19 pandemic, that it has increased the economic inequality further. Seventh, falling value of rupee. This is very important. If you look at the value of rupee against dollar in the past 7 years at least, you'll see that rupee has fallen down a lot. So value of rupee in the that has come down a lot. Value of the money of people, that has gone down. That is what it means. So falling value of rupee against dollar on one hand, and the increasing cost of living, the rising inflation on the other. This has also been impacted by the global shocks. What are the global shocks? It could be anything that directly impacts your oil prices. Oil prices are not taken in the measurement of inflation or in the core inflation, but definitely your oil prices push food prices up, or prices of basic necessities up. So then the seventh point is the lack of sufficient employment not being created in time is the reason why there is an income gap today between classes. So although the levels of unemployment, they are going down, but still there are a lot of people who are unemployed or who are between jobs looking for their ideal jobs or better paying jobs. Thirdly, there are people who are definitely working, but they are not employed in the jobs which would suffice their skills, do justice to their skills, and jobs which are paying them adequately well. So that's the problem. Then you have undue concentration of incomes in a few hands caused by large scale tax evasion. You can talk about the big banking scams or banking frauds that have happened, because ultimately they impact the common citizens of the country who have put their savings in the bank, or even if they do not have savings with a particular bank, it indirectly in the long run affects the taxpayers of the country. Then regional and interstate disparities, that goes without saying, because number of jobs, they are concentrated in few states a lot, or a few regions a lot, major cities a lot. So definitely there are more opportunities for for this rise out of poverty or for social mobility for these areas, while the others, they have to either migrate and try to push themselves to afford their lifestyle in bigger cities if they are migrating. Also in these pockets as well, jobs are restricted to just few skilled populations or people. Then there are rigid social institutions. See, social institution, whether we talk about caste-based inequalities or other social institutions, there are gender-based inequalities also. So the way our society functions, that plays a great role in defining or determining what is the level of income that people are earning, that how is their income, how are their income levels defined. So caste is a major barrier there, that is a grim reality even right now. And there are gender based inequalities also, and there was a recent report which said that females who are paid, they just account for 18% of the incomes of the entire economy that is functioning. Also the employment levels of females are very low, especially in urban areas. Incomes for all social groups can rise only when, beyond sufferance of diversity or tolerance, a society is able to see all shades of humans of varying caste, creeds, faith, color, gender and choices as equal. More social equality would lead to more social mobility and hence inclusiveness. So yes, these are your basic points, basic 11 points studied under various heads that can be inculcated in your answer. Obviously, there can be n number of points when we talk about income inequality. There could be region-based points also. There could be skill-based points which can have n number of subparts. Definitely, try to write your own answer after this. First of all, let's write the conclusion. So there was this, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar had issued a grim warning in 1949 that if we continue to deny social and economic inequality for long, we could blow up the structure of political democracy. So that statement serves as a warning for our country even today. And this is a statement that you can definitely and you should definitely quote in your answers. Economy answers, social justice answers, GS paper 3, GS paper 1, or both of them. So hence focusing on income equality is of paramount importance, especially for a country as diverse as India, because diversity, yes, it is our strength, but if we need to protect it from becoming a weakness, that is something. Income equality is something that we need to focus upon. Although, see, this is the data from economic survey that was released yesterday. So although employment as shown by PLFS, periodic labor force survey, has gone up, although employment has gone up as shown by latest periodic labor force survey, and labor force participation rate, that has also increased. That was chapter 1 of your economic survey in the year 2022 to 23, confirming the emergence of economy from pandemic induced slowdown. All factors leading So this comma indicates a but. So yes, the slowdown has been fought with bravely. So emergence of economy from that slowdown that is coming. So that would definitely, cause lead to more and more income equality. But all factors which are there, the 11 factors that we studied there, they were not just with regards to unemployment only or labor force participation rate only. There are n number of factors. So all factors leading to income inequality need to be taken into consideration and addressed through a multi-pronged approach. So that's your complete answer for the day. Look for question 179 on rajisacademy.com. Do not worry about going to Google and checking out the website. Click on this link in the description. It will directly lead you to our website, and then look for question 179 in this mains answer writing section that appears on the topmost tab on our website. Post your answers on the website in the comment section as early as possible so that we can respond back to you with our feedback. I'll see you with another discussion tomorrow at 9 p.m. Till then, just stay tuned to the channel and all the very best.